Before and after transformation story. Motivational. Every transformation has a story. Behind every strong, confident, and successful person, there's a version of them who once struggled, doubted themselves, and felt stuck. The journey from before to after is never easy. It's filled with sacrifices, discipline, and unshakable determination. Today, let's dive deep into a motivational transformation story that will inspire you to believe that change is possible for you too. 1. The starting point. Feeling stuck and hopeless. Every transformation begins with a moment of truth. For our story, it started with someone who felt trapped in their own body. Low energy, poor health, and no confidence. Looking in the mirror was painful, and even daily tasks felt heavy. Walking upstairs felt like climbing a mountain. Clothes no longer fit. Smiles were forced to hide the frustration inside. This before stage is something many of us can relate to. That place where you know you need to change, but you don't know how. The thought of starting feels overwhelming, and the temptation to give up before even beginning is strong. But deep down, the desire for a better life never dies. It waits for the right moment to rise. 2. The breaking moment. Enough is enough. There's always a moment where enough is enough. For some, it's seeing an unflattering photo. For others, it's a doctor's warning or the realization that life feels heavier than it should. In this story, it was a quiet night, sitting alone, reflecting on wasted time and lost energy. That breaking point became the turning point. The thought was simple yet powerful. I deserve better. I can do better. I will do better. This wasn't just a wish. It was a decision. A decision to stop letting the before define the rest of life and to step into a new chapter where change was possible. That spark lit the fire for transformation. 3. The first step. Small but powerful. Change's transformation doesn't begin with huge leaps. It starts with small, consistent steps. The first step was simply replacing bad habits with slightly better ones. Drinking more water, cutting down on junk food, and committing to a short daily walk. These small changes built momentum. Every glass of water, every skipped soda, every 10-minute walk felt like a small victory. And those victories stacked up. Progress didn't come overnight, but each day brought a little more energy, a little more confidence, and a little more hope. The first step was small, but it carried the power to change everything. 4. Building discipline. The power of routine. Motivation may start the journey, but discipline keeps it alive. Soon, habits began to form. Waking up early, following a workout schedule, and preparing healthy meals became part of the daily routine. At first, it felt uncomfortable, even impossible, but slowly, these habits turned into second nature. Discipline became the secret weapon. While motivation fades when life gets tough, discipline kept the journey moving forward. Each routine reinforced the idea that success wasn't about perfection. It was about showing up, even on the hard days. Discipline built consistency, and consistency built results. 5. Facing challenges. Fighting doubts and setbacks. No transformation is smooth. There were countless obstacles, days of exhaustion, skipped workouts, emotional cravings, and self-doubt. Sometimes the voice inside whispered, "This is too hard. Maybe I should stop." But instead of quitting, setbacks were treated as lessons. Every slip became a reminder to keep moving. Missing one workout didn't mean failure. Eating one unhealthy meal didn't erase progress. The key was resilience, falling down 7 times but standing up 8. This mindset kept the fire burning, even through the darkest days. 6. The visible progress, the first signs of change. After weeks of dedication, something magical happened. Visible progress. Clothes started fitting differently. The reflection in the mirror showed subtle changes. The scale began moving. Even energy levels soared, making daily tasks easier. These small victories became fuel. They proved that the effort wasn't wasted. Progress wasn't always fast, but it was real. And once progress becomes visible, motivation skyrockets. The after was no longer just a dream. It was slowly becoming reality. 7. The inner shift. Mental strength grows. Perhaps the most powerful transformation wasn't physical at all, it was mental. Confidence started replacing self-doubt. The person who once avoided challenges began seeking them out. The gym was no longer a punishment. It became a sanctuary of growth. This inner shift mattered more than any number on a scale. It was proof that transformation is about more than looks. It's about mindset. The new confidence bled into every area of life, relationships, career, and self-worth. The before person had vanished, replaced by someone who believed in themselves. 8. Inspiring others, becoming a role model. Transformation rarely stays private. Friends, family, and even strangers noticed the difference. Compliments poured in. Questions like, "How did you do it?" became common. What started as a personal journey turned into a source of inspiration for others. The story proved that ordinary people can achieve extraordinary results. Each step forward encouraged someone else to begin their own journey. This ripple effect showed that transformation is contagious. When one person changes, they light the way for others to follow. The courage to share progress made others realize they were not alone, creating a chain reaction of motivation and hope. 9. The after, a stronger, healthier, confident self. The after picture isn't just about weight loss or muscles. It's about becoming a completely new person. Health improved, energy levels soared, clothes fit with ease. But more than that, there was pride, confidence, and joy. Walking tall, smiling genuinely, and living life fully became the new normal. The after wasn't about perfection. It was about becoming the best version of oneself. This was the reward for months of sacrifice, consistency, and belief. With each victory came gratitude for the struggle. The lessons learned were not temporary. They built a foundation for lifelong health, strength, and a deeper appreciation of life. 10. The lesson. Your transformation is possible. Every before and after story carries one powerful truth. You can do it too. No matter how stuck, tired, or lost you feel, transformation is always possible. It doesn't require perfection. It requires persistence. Small, consistent actions every day lead to massive change over time. This story isn't about someone else. It's a mirror. Your before doesn't define you. Your after is waiting for you, and the only thing standing in the way is the decision to begin. Obstacles will come, but so will victories. Each step, no matter how small, moves you closer. If you found this video motivating, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful transformation stories and motivational content. Your after is waiting. Go create it.